Hey guys, this is Irie StarCraft and I'm back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This game will be on Discord 4, that is Roman numeral 4. This map is the bane of my existence. I'll blab on about that in a second, but this is going to be between Azide, the red Protoss. His partner will be SuperNinja, the blue Protoss. That team, very highly ranked, actually have slipped, I believe, to 4th place on the 2v2 North American arranged team servers, but an excellent team nonetheless. Their opponents will be Rathorne, the purple Terran, rallying his SCV to the choke point up here to probably put the supply depot down, and his teammate will be RoKr with no E or C, so it's just RoKr. He will be the teal Protoss, excuse me. So a Terran Protoss versus Protoss. Azide and SuperNinja are each sending out their scouting probe, which I am getting used to seeing from the two of them, and I always get tense when I see this, when I see two Protoss players both sending out their early scouts like this. A lot of times you think about some proxy action going on, so we'll see if they do that. I'm not sure though, because Azide is already getting his gateway down. It looks like SuperNinja hasn't necessarily decided he is throwing down his gateway now. They're both gonna be using probes to harass this SCV trying to build a barracks, and so annoying if you're the Terran player. Look at that, he lost an SCV there. He needs to get an SCV all the way across from his middle line back to start rebuilding that barracks, so that is significantly delayed right now. That barracks is, and now his SuperNinja's probe being chased by the SCV, but Protoss players having the advantage on the early worker harass with that probe, able to regenerate shields, fully regenerated now, could fight back and do more damage if he wanted. Instead, just going to scout there. RoKr throwing down a pretty standard, standard opening from RoKr, and it looked like a standard opening from both Azide and SuperNinja. So both of them, everybody's gateways are finishing. The simulators down. Azide is a bit ahead right now, throwing down his cybernetics core. This probe still inside the main base of the Terran and Protoss player, continuing to scout there, running around. I wonder if he has this queued up. No, it looks like he's actually currently microing this probe. So continuing to scout here. As Rathorne is starting to beef up this front, he is getting a tech lab on that barracks. Probably going to be seeing some marauders to push back any kind of early stalker push from these dual Protoss players, Azide and SuperNinja. But now that the cybernetic cores are finishing, we will see what the tech routes really are for these guys, as the robotics facility is now coming down for Azide. So very quick robo facility, but RoKr does see that. He has his scouting probe just sitting in the main, so he knows about the robotics facility, and he is going to see SuperNinja's tech here in just a second, unless they try and ward this probe back. Or is SuperNinja just hoarding right now, waiting to choose his tech? I was going to talk about, I have been having so much trouble on this map, as I'll come back to the tech routes here in a minute, but I was having so much trouble on this map, losing repeatedly, and I figured out this is one, since it's such a big map and there's such a long rest distance here and so many mineral patches to secure, that map control is so key on this map. Controlling the center of the map, controlling the side expansions is so important. I remember in that game with Azide and SuperNinja and against Huck and Celawera, one of them went for Colossi, the other one went for Phoenix, and it turned out to be really effective. So recently in a game that I played on this map, I went for Phoenix right off the bat. I got my cybernetics core and I went Stargate. I don't usually get Phoenix out like that, but I tried it. And even though my Phoenix didn't do a whole lot, we were playing against two Zerg opponents. What I did do is I was able to kill a couple of queens here and there, a few drones, and just generally put them on their heels. I made all the Zerg players throw up spore crawlers everywhere. They put spore crawlers all over the map. One of them got pumped out like 10 corruptors just to deal with my Phoenix, and all the while my partner and I were massing ground troops. It was a very close game. I think I did save that one, and maybe I will cast it sometime for you guys. But ended up, we did end up winning that game, even though we really had no business winning it, because felt like we were playing from behind. But those Phoenix just gave us a little bit of an edge. So something to think about on this map if you've been having trouble like I have. getting map control is so important, and air units very effective on this map. So as we do see, SuperNinja looks like reading my mind. He is getting a Phoenix out. Where is his starport though? It's way down here. So he is hiding these Phoenix, and looks like he is going to get 3 Phoenix out and then probably go in to start harassment. There are a bunch of Marines and Stalkers here, so I'm not sure how effective those Phoenix will be, but like I said, keeping your opponents on their heels, forcing them to build photon cannons and missile turrets all over the place just to keep Phoenix out of their mineral line. And Phoenix will make quick work of any kind of Banshees, because Phoenix so much faster. They can shoot while they're moving. You don't even need to attack move with Phoenix, really. You can just fly them around your opponents and they will continue firing. Though it does make it difficult to focus fire with the Phoenix, so if there are multiple targets. So something to think about there. Looks like they are going to pick up the scouting probe here. And so that has been revealed. There are a lot of Phoenix on the field. You see what I did there? That did rhyme. Yes, I'm fueled up. Anyway, there is a missile turret in the back for Rathorne, but there is a lot of space up here. The Phoenix could grab maybe an SCV up on this side. Looks like they may do that. Actually going to get forced back. There are a lot of Stalkers out for RoKr, and that probably is going to force RoKr to get a Twilight Council and get that Blink Research sound just to deal with these Phoenix. Almost able to kill that one right there, but it looks like it will get away. But you can see what's happening right now. Only a few Phoenix from Azide or from SuperNinja has forced both RoKr and Rathorne to scramble their units all over the place. So frustrating, because those Phoenix are so fast. They do have a speed of okay, now this is where I try and find the speed of the unit. And oh man, I am so off my game right now. I'm sorry guys, I'm rusty right now. But okay, when I'm clicking on the unit here, one of these highlights here shows me how fast the unit is. And now you guys are all laughing, either laughing or crying at me right now. And I know if I highlight here, where can, oh wait, there it is, move speed. If I highlight the armor, I can see move speed 2.95. So you like how epic that was, how long it took me to figure that out. So let me find the Phoenix now. Now I can check their speed. 4.25. I wonder if anything is even faster than that, except a speed thing maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, that is enough of making myself look like a total retard, because these Phoenix are just totally controlling the middle of the map, controlling the watchtowers. Though Rathorne has thrown up and just now finished a planetary fortress at the high yield, so that will start to pay huge dividends here shortly. Azide and SuperNinja have each thrown down their expansion. SuperNinja is not very saturated yet. He has been busy microwaving those Phoenix. But meanwhile, Azide has teched up to Colossus. His Thermal Lance is just finishing. So will we see them try and make a push with that Thermal Lance finishing? I'm not sure how effective it will be though, with Banshees and a lot of Stalkers on the field. The Phoenix trying to get a free kill here, shooting this Banshee, now actually getting it looks like a point defense drone went down and absorbed all of those attacks. The Phoenix, 2 Phoenix escaping with barely any hit points left. So it looks like they're going to run away and regenerate some shields, as SuperNinja is now going to, excuse me there, he is going to start moving his troops out to the front. Always critical to keep your armies together in these team games. So not a whole lot of action right now. The Phoenix have been keeping the top team sort of on their heels, but they've done a nice job nonetheless of trying to press out. Are we going to see these guys try and take a third base, or are we just going to continue to see more and more army being massed up? Are there, we are seeing ground level 1 for RoKr getting a photon cannon. It looks like in the back of his mineral line. Another precaution against those Phoenix, knowing they're on the field, forced to spend more minerals on static defense. RoKr throwing up a couple of missile turrets in the back of his planetary fortress, and one in the front, and a sensor tower as well here. So they do know about this massive units down here. Are they going to engage or try and force them into the planetary fortress? Because those planetary fortresses, man, they are just so beefy when you can just pull off 100 SCVs and tell them to repair. It's such a pain to deal with. So, are we going to be seeing Azide and SuperNinja try and max out before they deal with that observer speed even coming out for Azide? So, interesting play there. Perhaps, excuse me, perhaps worried about some Banshee cloaking. He wants to have that observer speed to keep up with those And now Rathorne and RoKr are starting to mass troops. RoKr is going to try and take the bottom high yield mineral patch, so a little bit greedy there. I'm not sure if Azide and SuperNinja are going to be able to stand for that. It looks like they are about to push out. There are a lot of Colossi out here, a bunch of Stalkers, Sentries, and Phoenix. Here we go. Some force fields are going to be huge right now. Force fields going down all over the ramp are keeping Azide and SuperNinja's armies at bay, but the Colossi with that extended thermal lance range, are just frying up. RoKr and Rathorne's Marines are just melting away. These Phoenix just sitting in the front, not even getting fired at. And the power of the double Protoss army. Look at the Colossi in the back with no Vikings on the field for Rathorne. Big trouble right there, and I'm surprised because they did get the scout on that early robo facility, so they did know about the Colossi coming. Look at the Phoenix lifting off half of the Stalkers, even though they are getting shot at by this missile turret here. There's so much damage being done. And Azide and SuperNinja just melted away that army. This planetary fortress needs to start being repaired. Here comes the SCVs off to start repairing this fortress. But there are so many units here. The Colossi now starting to melt away these SCVs in the back. And the planetary fortress might actually hold right now. Its life is holding pretty steady in the 400 range, and it is continuing to pummel these Stalkers away. The planetary fortress is actually in the positive in life, and now RoKr has brought reinforcements, so this is pretty close right now. Although all the Colossi are still on the field for Azide, this is very close. Look at this planetary fortress. Finally is gonna fall, and that may be it with the planetary fortress going down. Azide and SuperNinja continuing to press the issue right now. The Phoenix protecting the Colossi from the Banshees, and now with that planetary fortress having gone down, the advantage definitely lying with the bottom teams. It looks like actually opponents are splitting. It looks like SuperNinja is going to try and throw a pylon down here and start cannoning out this fortress right here, or this command center, which is trying to turn into a fortress. So are they going to press the main and just try and let... and now SuperNinja has whipped in a few Stalkers to deal with that. Meanwhile, it looks like Azide letting the shields regenerate on those Colossi, and now going to try and press it again. A pretty nice army size though. RoKr blinking his Stalkers up to try and snipe some of these Colossi down, but there are too many of them. The Phoenix at the same time lifting off all the Stalkers, and RoKr leaves the game, and Rathorne leaves the game. So this game was sent to me by Azide. Thank you. It was a pleasure to cast. Very well played. I love this Phoenix and Colossi combination for dual Protoss. So powerful. And Phoenix, especially on this map, as I was going on about earlier, so powerful. So thank you guys for watching. This is Irie StarCraft, and peace out.